Steve, good morning. As well as you expected, I guess.
Well, tell me some good news.
You know, we're getting through. We got some really good offers for some of our slow moving pet inventory.
Oh, great.
Yeah. I don't know if I mentioned that yesterday or not, but we got an offer from Costco for more of our 42, more of our 48-inch pet dog crates and some 42, and then a bunch of basically all of our inventory of dog bowls. And then, you know, but still, Costco's a good partner, and they can move a lot of stuff really quickly, and so that's good.
And are they doing quickly or over the next 6 months or what?
Yeah, I think over the next month, maybe. We've got to build the orders, get them out, ship them to them, and then they've got to pay, you know, that's 30 to 60 days, and that's, you know, turn into cash. I'm not sure the dollar amount on that yet. They're working out the logistics, but
When I was looking at the pet, and maybe I didn't look at the end, maybe it was recorded, you really basically zero in pet inventory being sold, and that power line had like nothing in it. And has that been pretty much the whole year?
you know, ever since the pandemic, it's been a steady decline. It used to be, we used to do about a third of our business in lumber, a third of our business in metal fencing products, and a third of our business in pet. So, you know, 15, and I think the pet's down, I mean, 6 million last year, maybe? Just don't remember them.
Any technology or patents or IP in the pet stuff?
No, we have some innovation in sliding door on the pet crates. Other than that, we have a trademark, our Lucky Dog trademark. You know.
It sounds like that's something that was better engineering. I saw on the board for like trying to sell a brand or something. Well, it looks like is that waiting in the lobby, writing notes. So that you?
No, I think that says AI notes. Somebody's AI notes. I don't know that I've been admitting that to the meeting if somebody else has or not.
I'm just trying to, you know, I love that stuff, but I also know Kevin and Chad both kind of discounted it, so I guess we should deny it.
Yeah, I think I'm a little nervous about doing it as well.
Yeah, okay, we're good. And Luke should be joining us. I know he said a call up till 8:30.
Okay.
So a couple things. Luke wants to jump into, and I don't know if it's first or last, the 13 cash forecast. Because I've seen it from, I think there's a few things. So I'll let him decide if he wants to do it in the front and the back end. And then we can go through the scenario planning for, and what Luke suggested is a great idea, that we take a minute. And in fact, you and I could start that if he's not here. Go through the balance sheet and just go through the detailed balance sheet and just kind of flag things as, you know, and I'm not going to say this for the NFL agreement, but also just generally, so we get a, you know, you probably have this in your head already, and it may be written somewhere, but something like you either need collateral with NFS, what you consider selling, which the demo is at least those 3 properties, but just kind of go through the balance sheet, see if there's anything else. I know you mentioned at one time you had $100,000 in kind of a different cash account.
Yeah.
Hey, young man, you know what we're going to do? We're taking your advice, and we'll go through the balance sheet real quickly, and then you can decide if you want to do the 13 cash flow, or if we jump into the serial planning. We'll just switch those around.
Sounds great. Sounds good. Round of the party.
Hey, okay.
That's why you were almost done with our meeting.
Yeah, you have a lot of work to do.
Very, very challenging procurement order. And what more say, it's not procurement, it's capital planning on the front end.
Front-end cash management, yeah.
Front-end cash management. I was trying to explain that concept to the individual on the front end.
All right.
Now, she's probably going to walk around.
So, we are closing our U.S. bank accounts. This is our U.S. bank portal. Some customers still make payments in here, so this is where cash comes in, or it comes to Cullen Bank, well, Hong Bank, who's our main treasury partner right now. All deposits should be going to North Redwood. Almost all deposits should be going to North Redwood. So, funds come in here. This is where Greenwood deposits come in, some of them. But I just wanted to show this to you. 511,000. This gets transferred to North Redwood every day, or every day the deposit comes in when we need to transfer funds to them. So you mentioned the other dollars that we have, Steve. I just thought I'd point this out.
How are you talking about?
This is well, kind of. We keep a balance here. I think we're trying to close it. I don't think I have any. I don't think any. Yeah, this is someone's taking money out. This might be our. Actually, I'm not sure if that's a sleeve transaction or if that's a payment of our credit card or something. I'm not sure. That's $15,000. But the cash reconciles all this. I'm just showing you this to show where our cash is. There's a Cullen Bank portal. This one will show you the extra.
I understand from that, so you say that could be gets paid to Northwood, except for the Greenwood, obviously.
Yeah.
But that gets paid down. So I should know about $260,000 against it. It's not available to anybody except for the one day.
The GCC that was there from yesterday might be deposits from Greenwood that does not go to North Redwood, just cash in our bank account.
It didn't look, I didn't see it. I saw, well, maybe it was zero came out there.
511 looked like it was what was spoken for, right? That 511 balance?
That was today's balance, yeah. And so the difference, there's $300,000 of deposits that went in that we need to give to North Redwood.
Yeah, okay.
And we need to. Some of that 200 may be deposits too that need to get transferred to the bank. I don't know, but accounting manages that and then sends that over. So it's not necessarily, it's available cash, but it's not accounted for. This is our Cullen Bank account. This is our working capital. So this is essentially zero. This is the difference here is flow with the checks that we've cut. This is where we fund, and this is where all our expenses come from these accounts here. Greenwood, the Jwettcameron Company, and JC USA. So when Northrop transfers funds, it transfers it into JC USA. When JC USA writes checks, when Jwettcameron Company writes checks, when Greenwood writes checks, it comes out of these accounts. And then we sweep at the end of the day to this JC USA account. This $125,000 is, we used to have a little bit of a cash surplus, $2 million a year ago. We dwindled it down. We just kind of left the balance in here, just to have that balance in here. And it can't come over as soon as we need it. It's just there.
Okay. And Main Street, I just have to do some work with a private equity group called Main Street.
Okay.
To create a money market fund, but I don't know if that.
I think if you just want Omaha/Clinton Bank calls their land money market, it's, I think it's just a high interest checking account or savings account, and I think it's actually like a money market. The owners have dug into that. Anyway, I wanted to share with you.
That having that account does not break any of the covenants or the warranties with NFS, right? Do they know about the account?
No, but it's just a cash savings account that we have. It's just sitting there. It has nothing to do with pledged inventory or receivables. They don't touch the, they don't care we collect money through other things not related to sales that don't go through them. So for instance, if we want to sell the property, that cash comes to us. They don't care that cash comes directly to us because it's not against the pledged sold receivables or inventory.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay. That was helpful, thank you.
All right, I'm going down our balance sheet real quick.
Is this a file you can highlight stuff on?
Yeah.
If we should, what would your suggestion is?
I would add a column, on the right side of B, between B and C. And I would just, you capture the other side of the balance sheet, but you not see, but it's like, this is either, we are gonna liquidate this, and it can be leverage, or, in the case of a liability, it can be deferred. Just a quick visual representation, and really more of a thought, a tool for a thought exercise is really...
Yeah. Cash is explanatory. Already put there. This is that money market that I showed you. It's just savings.
Liquidate it if you have to.
Yeah, that's a
So nomenclature you want to use.
And that's
Shouldn't be 7, right?
Well, cash is liquid with as well. There's nothing here in this one. Miscellaneous receivables, just kind of due to from our, I'm not sure what it is. I think it might be prepayments made for participants, maybe. It's something small. Yeah.
So, really quick, Mitch, sorry, just bear with me. All those 14 or 18 are related party receivables, is that correct?
Yeah.
And the next two are regular balance. And this is the third time. But if you either can manipulate, you can leverage, or we can't really do anything.
Okay.
Is that what you're saying with the prepaid expenses?
Yeah, I think there's nothing we can really do with those.
Can't leverage it, can't liquidate it.
And what we can do is not prepay it this
I
coming
would say
year.
stop prepaying, yeah.
Well, but it was probably not. It was 2 days of the year. So those things, again, as they come up, it's not for this discussion, but as they come up, at least for now, we want to do the prepayment as much as we can, so pay by month or whatever. If this happens to come up in the next couple of months, and then we'll decide after that. Okay, so that's,
I'll just say don't prepay. When possible.
your prepaid insurance was probably at $150,000 or $200,000 when you paid it last January or December. So that bill's gonna come up and they're gonna want another $200,000 to prepay 2026, right? And so that's the piece that I want us to be
Yeah.
careful of. And maybe just doing it quarterly, can't tell.
For what?
when it goes into a negative, it never gets, it looks like you prepay quarterly.
Which,
But the prepaid insurance.
yeah, we pay that, one of them we pay, we have to pay it annually, and then the other one we pay quarterly installments.
Okay, well, I mean, just make sure Angel is aware, or is that in the treasury, that they come to you when this happens, right? That doesn't happen automatically, like, hey, just so you know, and just so you're aware of it. And you're signing everything anyway, but somebody might commit to something that has some leverage. But
The bills come to me, and what I was told was, we just renegotiated our insurance contracts this last year. Our timing was that, no, some of these, they must be paid annually, in advance, and some of them where possible, we pushed that quarterly installments, but,
You can monthly pay or quarterly pay property taxes. There's prepaying on that one thing, recently, as a business.
yeah, every way you can, I'm not sure what we do. We use Durham and Bates, who's now, AJGU or something.
Oh, okay. So,
And our members of the Chicago House, I think. The deposit, I think, is something we keep on with the city. I don't remember what it is. It's just $200.
yeah, not worried about that.
All right. These are the fixed assets.
Sorry, Mitch, going back up, sorry, and if this is just a small point, but we're leveraging row 15, right? That's part of the line. I can just individually trying to get, okay, what are we doing with our assets, what are we doing with liabilities, we're leveraging that. And we'll get to some different scenarios later, but there might be a possibility to do something different with it. But that's what we're doing there.
What is it?
It's intercompany due to
So where your trade receivable party?
trade receivables are in Jewettcameron Company. This is JC USA.
So what might this be for an example of what this is?
JC USA pays the credit cards. But some of those expenses belong to Jewettcameron Company. So Jewettcameron Company writes, there's a due to Jewettcameron Company writes a check to JC USA. It cancels out the expense, gets allocated amongst the subsidiaries. That's what this is. These are expenses that are paid and balanced monthly. There's a loan balance. This loan to JCC, which is an asset now, is, how do I say this? JC USA generates no cash, right? It doesn't sell anything, but it holds all the assets. And so as it makes purchases, and those sweeps move through the cash account, plural, and when JC USA collects the cash, that sits in this account. Those are essentially the two expenses. So those are two things that move it up and down. This is no balance. This is never settled. So when you see JCC with a lot of inventory, I actually never worked out the mechanics of how this works, if it's appropriate or not. It's just how it's always worked. When Jewettcameron Company purchases a lot of inventory, this account generally is in the positive. And when it doesn't, it's in the negative.
Okay.
But it's not a hard and fast rule.
Yeah. I don't know if that matters. I don't think, I see the same thing on Greenwood, right?
Yeah, Greenwood does the same thing. So it's probably not worth getting into being confused about it right now. Again, I never worked through the mechanics of what it is. I know what goes in here and what comes out of here, but that's it. This one gets settled monthly in a check.
And these are all separate legal entities, right? JCC, MSI, the Greenwood, those are all separate, they're subsidiaries.
They were all separate C corps. We've closed MSI and JCS. This is, JCS is the land, the big 11 acres that we have. It's the seed company.
Well, let's put an asterisk right in just to get more familiar, but I didn't my touch on this. I guess I'm consolidation and just get
It's not Jwettcameron USA, it's JC USA. So JC USA owns a majority of all the fixed assets. That's what these are. So office equipment for offsite. This would be like a machine that we purchased for our supplier. This may be one of them.
Okay, but is there anything in here that you could dispose of in your taxes?
You know that's a really good question, and I haven't thought of this yet. I'm going to let that review because I think we need to look at some of this stuff.
Well, let's see. The book value, it looks like it's only about $140,000, so it's heavy equipment. So it's not, I mean, the book value, yeah, if there's,
Yeah.
How about, office equipment's a darn good number, you can pretty much hold depreciation. And do you think you keep up your asset listing pretty good, or is there stuff that you've thrown away that probably is not even taking up the asset listing?
It's likely that I've been trying to be pretty decent about it, but I haven't looked at these sub-ledgers in a while.
You did a day about having like a Robert Half person come in. These are kind of things where somebody else can do that work for you. Give them the asset listing and say, go find all this stuff. And you pay $25 an hour and you save yourself a big headache later. Then there's warehouse equipment that's, again, warehouse. 100,000 that book for I think we
That's for us sitting right now. Yeah, the building will, somewhere.
But that's what we're trying to sell these benefits that propose.
It was offered as a suggestion a while back. The city land, this is what's for sale. We have it on the books for book value $556. The equipment is still over there as well, but it's fully appreciated. It's old stuff.
Put for sale so we remember but the equipment in there, is that option, should be able to, if somebody's not going to buy it in the seed plan, we've attempted to do that. The stuff that's remaining is really old and really big and burdensome.
There's not the salvage value that's probably more burdensome. We used to own another piece of land. We sold that many years ago.
The building, the seed building's for sale too, right? It's the land you couldn't all those. And I would say, just put a note, send that question mark on the warehouse too. intangible trade name, construction in progress. What's happening there?
Web development costs, I keep trying to get them to places of service, because I don't understand why we continue to develop our website, and make little additions, but that's what it is.
But help us understand web development costs in there, just so you know, because I have no idea what that was. And it sounds like it's not going to be capitalized. It continues to grow and,
You know what it is it's a consultant that we have working on our website. It does a bunch of other work, and it takes a portion of his time, because he's working on building the infrastructure of our website, and they allocate it to this so that it doesn't hit marketing expenses, so that the marketing team has more in their budget. That's what it is. It needs to be placed in service, and he's one of the contractors that we're putting on reduced hours.
so tell me how the negotiation works between you and marketing to save their budget. How does that discussion take place?
I don't know what we're gonna do, Steve. I don't know what Chad and Kevin have in store, so I don't know what to kill in the marketing budget and what to keep in the marketing budget. Marketing wants to spend money on web development, marketing wants to spend money on advertising, digital advertising, to keep listings active.
The web is mostly to sell products, right? What they're doing is to sell products. It's not your standard investor page. It's not your Jwettcameron kind of, it's the sales page.
Some of it is the investor stuff. It was for a while, we didn't have a very robust section in there, and so they had to build that out. This is just bad. I'm not, anyway.
Okay, I get it. But what, you know, so you're not going to really sell. You're going to sell Lucky branded intangibles.
I'm not really sure what's in that intangible.
Looks like you bought somebody maybe, huh?
Man, what's the offset here?
When do you, it's put on the books, so it's like,
It's been on the books for forever.
With Mitch, who owns the marketing budget? Is it mine?
Yes. It's mine.
My contact.
Yeah. As a process for all marketing wants to spend money, you can't sell anything online unless you're spending money developing your web online resources, and at the moment, without knowing, oh, we're going to kill Lucky Dog, oh, we're going to kill this, we're going to push that. Hurting brands and the sales momentum that they have is angst. And we're not spending a lot. It's like $500,000 a year on these things. So it's not a lot of money.
You're advertising that at $130,000 at $70 a month. So there must be something permanent. Well, permanent, there must be, should be like that. Not interesting, but not numbers.
I will bring you point that.
That would just be a curiosity, because when did it come up again? Kevin will see it, make it, something come up.
Yeah.
Investment, okay, GWP, what's that?
Streaming products. So this is the investment in the subsidiaries.
Okay.
And this is how do I explain this? This is like, did that swap that occurred with the parent company, Jwettcameron Trading Company? Jwettcameron Trading Company also doesn't generate revenue. And so there's a growing, what's it called? You want me to tell you more about this? It's a lending, okay. And I have to do the stocks, so.
So, that's just the POs that collects POs have been fulfilled and those that we POs in 2023.
Yeah.
What did you see, by the way?
Forklifts.
Owning after the lease is done, or you're signing, it looks like you're gonna own it.
I think it's a capital lease because everything has to be capital. I'm sure there's a purchase. I'm sure there's a purchase there. Yeah.
So it's part of the equipment, okay, so that's true. Okay. Putting forklifts by me, and then just for out benefits.
USDA, sure.
Miscellaneous payment and whatever.
Material. I think it's, again, it's probably a settlement of employee, something or other.
Has gone zero the last couple of months, is that just because the timing thing?
I don't know. That is unusual, actually.
Quickly land, probably land on a payroll date.
No, they did that every month.
Making payroll, right, so you know, it's going to expense to be the accrual at month end.
Yeah.
Okay. Bonus seems to be pretty consistent.
Although it changed, moved March and Jan. What is in there?
Payments are all right. Payments to Mitch.
Yeah. That's, we accrue monthly bonus amounts. And,
What is that tied to?
halfway through the year, we stopped doing it, and this was why in February there were more payments. We made a commitment to somebody to pay this, so that came out of the approved bonus, but this will be adjusted probably down to zero or very close when we close our books here, in August.
Historically, tied to profits, Mitch? Dollar amount per month?
Yeah, it is, it's I think it was just, on Jewettcameron Company side, it was two things. One was percentage of sales as an estimate for what we were paying in sales commissions. The other was, in general, we were paying about $200,000 a year in a profit sharing bonus for non-sales people, and so that was accrued that way as well, straight line. But again, we stopped doing all that, and this was a straight line of my check and another person's bonus that we stopped accruing for halfway through the year. So.
Coming to look at, so sorry about that.
And then these are just employment-related, tax-related, accrual accounts, workers' comp, FSA, 401k, income tax.
ERISA issues, but the 401k funding.
Annually.
Okay.
Generally in April, but we've been pushing it back to May and June the last 2 years. We have to pay it before we file our tax return. I guess that's the IRS rule. So
Okay. So you're just accruing it, maybe that must be 1756 was the payment from last year.
yeah, just for JCUs. Yep.
Okay. And JCUSA is your biggest business, right? I mean, we're not, most of the employees are JCUSA.
Nope.
No?
No, Jwettcameron Company is our operating entity. So JCUSA is just accounting, it's just chat line, accounting, HR, and IT.
So when I look at that 401k, it's a 401k.
No, I closed it.
I'm just looking at it.
This is Jwettcameron Company. The 401k accrual here is $80,000 at the end of August. And that's 80 months worth of match contributions, essentially.
Okay. So let's just look at this on the two years. So there's different that's for everyone else in the two.
Yeah, it's sales.
Chad and Mitch.
Yeah, it's where is it?
Is this consolidated?
This is not consolidated. I'm going through this on a consolidated basis.
Okay. Well, let's start at the top.
Yeah. This is cash, this is float. Cash receivable trade is leveraged. Any other discount is just offset AR for cash amounts. Miscellaneous.
Discounts normally instead of taking a discount, or is it retaining all the other?
No, it's just someone taking a discount. And this is updated quarterly, because we have to be presenting quarterly. Our system does it on a cash basis. It doesn't do it automatically, so it's just a estimate that we take in every quarter. Miscellaneous receivable is, I think it actually is due to from one of our suppliers, it's non-inventoriable expenses that we agreed to, but they are never going to pay us for this stuff. They're not going to give us money, so we have to just hold there. Yeah. But it's settled. It's been really high in the past. It was 162,000 at one point last year.
And we were able to collect some of it.
No, we don't ever collect it.
You just withhold payments on an invoice, or on
No. Yeah, they screw stuff up all the time, right? They send us bad stuff, we gotta ship it back to them, they pay for certain parts of it, we pay for certain parts of it, so things just go back and forth here a lot. At some point in the past.
I would just say,
The last 2 years.
I would have tried that, but, that's a question, why aren't you collecting that, right? Why aren't you calling the customer on that? But it's being one vendor.
It really is like a vendor credit. I mean, not technically, but that's how I would picture it in terms of our access to funds and whether or not it can be leveraged and liquidated.
Yeah, it's all, right, this is our reconciliation, so it's all ZT payments having been audited over the last few years.
less useful funds.
Yeah. Probably not.
6 weeks, probably. But it's maybe a flag that says question mark and all that. So Laura should be brought into the mix on that.
Inventories, letters.
That's a lot less than, so some of these things somewhere else, right?
This is on site. Off-site is here.
Okay, so they're all there, yeah.
We were talking about that yesterday.
This is perfect. So that's going to total what, million is going to be some combination of inventory on site, off site, and then the two salvage facilities. Oh, by the way, do you have access to good inventory numbers daily or weekly, or is it just at month end?
Anytime I want,
With perpetual systems, we should be able to produce that quality seed that we used yesterday. It should be producible every day.
yes.
Yeah, the only thing I'll add there is perpetual, not count, right? Like you know.
Yeah, the only thing I'll add is to that statement though is that the inventory is perpetual, so as they ship during the day, the inventory is accounted for, but the general ledger, the GL number, doesn't tie out until the end of the day when invoices are posted, and that's done on a routine basis at the end of the day with an automatic process. All you're missing is 1 day's worth of transactions. In reconciling the dollar amount in the general ledger to the unit details. The unit details are to the minute, right? So as we're looking at available inventory, that's current in our run report.
The dollar inventory is good in the morning. That's pretty good. Okay, again, reminding we did this yesterday, so that's not the transit. So they were prepaid. Reminder cards, and I believe the 250 in transit. The in transit is the ocean going for the most part, right? The ocean going product.
The in-transit is incoming ocean. The inventory clearing is stuff that's being transferred between locations.
Okay.
It is primarily lumber that is between Savage and local DCs. It can occasionally be a couple pounds of inventory on its way to an Amazon consignment warehouse. But that's never more than like $40,000 or $50,000. So I just always assume that this is lumber transit.
Okay. Well, how do you want to use this when you have inflation and we're talking and finance
Short-term talking points.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about we probably try to use this heavily
On that real quick, Steve, I have to jump off for 20 minutes for a meeting.
Okay.
And I'll be available. I think we should continue this conversation today. I'll be available afternoon. Probably at the end of the day, this lumber supply chain review at 2:30 is probably going to take, I probably should join that. But I want to make sure that we make progress on putting things together. So you know, this is a very tough time for me. This is really stressful, and we all know that. But I don't normally wake up early. I can't fall have to sleep after 3:30 in the morning. Every morning I'm up, laying there, tossing and turning, every day.
Just in this time.
Just over the last 3 or 4 weeks, not myself. So, I'm saying that this morning, I'm really starting to get a lot of angst about not getting Northrop on the phone and going through this. And so I know that's what we're working on, but we have to make some progress there, otherwise I'm going to go nuts.
What I can do if you want, I'm happy to come out later this afternoon.
Yeah.
If you want, yeah, I can come out later, maybe 2 o'clock, I'll let the meetings early. You can sound like question out and just say, and I can make the document to you, or if you can pretty clear what has to happen to me. And we can kind of run some scenarios.
Yeah.
I don't think we're very far from having kind of talking points. And the question is, am I going to be there or not with you? And I don't want to hand out the talk about this, but I don't think initially, if you have a relationship with them, you can cause some noise. If you want to bring them in and tell them, yeah, I got a code, you may not be there, but then a second call or something, so yeah, I'll always be something. Okay, I think that might be a better approach. That you say, no, I want you to know the way. I just think that could get their shackles up. I think there's some pretty good talking points. And you can go through those right now if you want.
I'll let you decide if you want to do that now or if you want to do that later, but let's definitely plan on covering it today.
Okay, well, if you want me to come out at 2 o'clock, I'll do that. Let's do this, let's finish this. I'll do this report to you, and then you don't have to worry about it until I get there, I know the final product. I think it's pretty clear the type of things we need. It's not, and where we and Laura is going to go to customers and say, hey, we need a warehousing waiver from Lowe's. Get Mike to say, yeah, okay. And we'll make some of those things that we're going to try to give them comfort on. We're going to take some customer or vendor or warehouse. And so that's why if maybe I come out there at 2 o'clock, you and I meet for 45 minutes, Mitch, and then you can talk to Mike and Laura and grab them and tell them, here's what we're thinking, and just, let them absorb it and understand it. In the meantime, then, if you can get the cash flow, you get your 13 cash flow questions answered so that you can, because you really need that.
Yeah, there's a couple of lingering things, just to get clarity on, but I can make a judgment call and then review my judgment call with you, Mitch, and then with you, Steve. It's very close. There's 2 more pieces I need to incorporate.
Do you want to do that at noon or right now? Can we grab some time at noon and just go through the progress that you made? And because I've got an idea on something else that might be helpful as well.
Yes, noon is fine.
Okay.
My initial concern on that I want people to look for is that transition between book AR and sales orders. And that we don't have a gap there, and how we kind of have that overlap. It should work, I guess, but
One of my questions is whether you guys put in sales orders prior to them becoming an invoice in your ERP.
Yes.
And you download that from your ERP and use it as a source doc.
It's not going to give you, it's not going to give you anything that's, well, here.
That's not what that counts. It's to Steve's point here, maybe to Steve's point, that overlap. You don't accept these buttons that prefer too much, but so these lines are forecasted collection receivables, right? No problem. The source for that is our aging report system if we get it at any time. Beyond that runs out after about 6 weeks. You don't have anything really on the receivable that are due 6 weeks out. It converts to a tablet a look towards the sales forecast.
Yep.
Right? And it just takes for the month of November, to have it looking at the average of September to October sales divided by 4.278, and that number of weeks in a month, if anyone's curious. And boom, it's a pretty flat amount. And when you get in December, it looks at October, November sales, so on and so forth.
Yep.
To the extent that a sales order report gives any additional clarity to timing or amount, I think we incorporate it. But like here you're saying, which is, yes, we have a sales order report. It doesn't do any more, it doesn't clarify timing, it doesn't clarify amounts any more so than the sales forecast does. So,
Yeah, most of our sales orders, they show up and we ship them in the next day or two. It's not like someone's not
potential
placing,
visibility.
someone's not placing $1 million worth of orders with us that we're fulfilling in 5 weeks. That doesn't transpire.
Okay.
What we do get is, in some places, a direct order. That gives us something, but I'm not sure that we've got any. And those would be
Sales
impactful.
forecast anyway. Right?
But they are sales forecast anyway.
That's how we're handling receipts right now, Steve. And then there's a program for everything afterwards that draws.
Okay, well, let's get that done, and hopefully then, Mitch and I can put that too, we can move you in, that's the one in the office there. But the rest, I want to go through, kind of Mitch, the talking points on what we should be asking for, and why. I mean, there's a piece of sales, and I put this in, let me just share this real quick. And you have to be at what time, Mitch?
6:30, you have a meeting.
Yeah, gosh, we gotta be able to help you, so you gotta be able to tell us, like when you're really messing me up.
What do you mean?
Steve on the moon.
No, I didn't.
Add him to that. I don't know how that impacts your driving time and stuff, so we should include you on that update.
Okay, I'll definitely do that. So here's kind of the level. So here's the levels that we're talking about, okay? And what's important, Mitch, is this explanation. Why? What are you going to tell Northland? So the consignment agreement, kind of bottled this up with a bunch of inventory that we're now, more than just what's in their consignment, but also what's in their store, they haven't been sold, and the backup to make sure you have the safety stock for them. Then the big box stores, this inventory requested by the big box stores, that's created this big influx of inventory. Then we tariff avoidance, so how, I'm assuming that we bought early because we thought a tariff was coming, but maybe that's a BS. Just I'm trying to give you some talking points to help you to really say, so this is just examples. You will know how to open this, but it's going to be important that they understand that. And then all the different options, which are then modeled in this scenario planning. I also took the funding certificates and just added them in here. And this is where I had a few questions, like advances process. That's their funding key. That's when they're putting money in their account.
Yes.
Okay, so they don't do that once every ask them.
When I asked them, yes.
Okay, so, and then that's just an account that the checks are drawn on. So there isn't a daily process that happens. Like this, your invoice is purchased every Friday. I think you said you send all your invoices for it. So, the November 10th, which I didn't see. I saw it from November 9th. I didn't see Fridays, which would be helpful to have in the file.
You'll love this. We did do it on Friday, but their records didn't process it because I guess yesterday was holiday. I don't know. Washington celebrates Canadian holidays, isn't it Canadian? Thanksgiving. I don't know why they didn't process anything yesterday, but the report that we got from them this morning doesn't include it. So anyway, we'll be there next tomorrow. VJ's tracking it down to force us to do it.
So you didn't get a report from them for the 10th yet?
We did, and I have one for the 13th as well, but it doesn't include the funding, the new invoices that we sold to them yet. So according to them,
Accurate.
it's funny, they get this stuff pretty frequently, and DJ watches it like a hawk, so, it's kind of funny, but.
But we'll put it in there and when we get tomorrow's, but there's no surprise on availability, or is there?
But right now, availability is showing 888,000, but it should be, I think it's 600,000 in invoices, so it should be about $500,000 more.
Okay. That sounds good.
Is that AR availability or?
Yeah, we sold them about 600 in invoices. So that would come from AR, yeah.
Yeah, okay. No, that's right, because we don't update, we only that once a month. Yeah, okay.
So we'll go through this and we'll kind of list, using this, I'll have a matrix ready for us to say where are the biggest levers, which is really what we can focus on. We can just go through that later in the day. I can do some of that work before I get out there, so it'll be really clear to you, and we can adjust with some of the numbers that are updated on inventory and stuff. That's why that would be helpful to have the most recent this morning's inventory report.
Yeah.
That would be helpful. So, if you just send that to me, I can update some of this, or we can do it over there. But I have to do it ahead of time, so this is pretty much ready to go when I get there with you. And we're at 45 minutes, and then we call in Mike and Laura for anything that, kind of explaining what we're doing, what we're going to ask for, and see how amenable they are to calling people and that. I know that there's a lot of angst in that, but at least they get their reaction, and we'll have any talking points for Chad and Kevin that we want, and you can make that call. So I don't want you to tell it. You can get this done quicker. It doesn't have to be perfect, and frankly, we're far enough along that we can make this call. It's just a matter of making sure you feel comfortable that the notes and how you're going to deliver it to them are.
This is in alignment with, this is great. I have a couple other ideas, just little talking points as well that we can discuss when we go through it. So yeah.
No, that's great. We can add that easily, and the big thing is that we talk about the things that make a difference. When we terrible to negotiate something like an increase in, receivable, but your inventory we can get, but from the top. I mean, so that's what we got to be careful. We can stumble over ourselves and ask for something that we think is really great, and then we go some calculation into it. So that's really what I think. I'm sure you're not going to do well. So I'll come to be there at 2 o'clock, and I'll see you guys at 12:15. And do you take the last 6 minutes to go through the rest of that balance sheet that you were just looking at?
I can share it, yeah.
Yeah, real quick, just probably dialing the team meeting if you participate in stuff you're on site see. I don't think it makes sense for me to drive the highest. I should use that I have the hard stop today at 5, so I'd have to leave there at 4:20 to make that happen, so by the time I got there and back. But that down meeting is needed.
Hey Lou, does this ever happen to you where you click in a cell and it's highlights the cell like 4 cells above it? Like I'm clicking on this one right now.
Yeah, it does happen to me. Yeah. I usually hit escape or I go to another report and come back. And it usually fixes stuff. It's new. It's in the comments here.
Yeah. I tried to Google it at one point. Anyway, so we got the insurance portion of this. These are the trade payables, delay, right? This is the interco.
Consolidated file.
Accounting payable clearing. This is This is that account I was telling you about yesterday, Luke.
In transit and customs costs that are not on a piece is what is in there, basically.
And if it's customs, you can't delay that, I assume.
No, they take it. I don't have a choice when I pay that. This is reconciled. These are customer allowances. This is accounting rules. So this would be returns, expected returns. I told you when we sell something on HomeDepot.com, 10% of it comes back. Like this is the accrual for this. This is a pool of money that we keep just to pay promotional activities with our customers. And these are other contractual deductions that come out per contract with our customers. It's a significant amount of money.
Deductions, yeah, customer deductions or something, so. Okay.
This is payable for outside rep agencies that we have for sales. This is our warranty accrual. This is again the bonus accrual.
It's like I said, pretty consistent, so are those formulated and got sales commission and stuff, or what is that exactly?
Yeah, percentage of revenue or percentage of sales. It looks consistent, but it's paid every month, so.
Sorry, I was looking at the accrued bonus.
We stopped accruing the bonus for employees, and sales have been still performing so poor that we stopped accruing for sales commissions as well. I think we have enough here that it's kind of covered anything that the board ultimately decides to do for the last year. Last year they did like $600 each employee. It used to be like $4,000 or $5,000 each person, so there's here to cover all of that. Everything goes zero, probably here pretty soon.
Okay.
Again, these are all just kind of accrued.
What is that normally the case, Mitch? Looks like.
Before Thanksgiving.
Okay. So the board won't make a determination on that this meeting, will be a couple of meetings down the road. And then you do this now?
Yes.
Great. That's perfect if you play these two files somewhere where you have access to them.
I put them out there already, but they don't have these notes, so I'll put them in there and I'll overwrite the ones that are in there, the financial statements.
Okay.
Yeah, good night, guys. Thanks, man.